Thank you, and thank you all for being here today. I think it's critically important that the public actually gets to get a glimpse into what we do as public safety professionals to train and prepare to protect our communities. This setting provides a very unique opportunity for our deputy sheriffs, police officers, and firefighters to utilize this building as they are demolishing it to go through various training scenarios for our staff. It's a unique opportunity for us, and we're really excited about and very grateful to CommonSpirit for giving us this opportunity. Some of the scenarios that we will go through are things like building clearing, suspect apprehension. We do explosive breaching inside this building. And we also train our canines in there as well. So again, just a very unique opportunity. This exercise really represents a strong partnership, not only that we have with CommonSpirit, but also throughout our community to be able to do these training scenarios. And the collaboration highlights the importance of cross-sector training with our public safety professionals. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Audrey Bagnall, the Chief Strategy Officer with CommonSpirit.
Thank you, Sheriff. Good morning. So first of all, I want to thank Sheriff Weekly and his team for all you do to protect our communities. At CommonSpirit Health, we're committed to being a good community partner, and we recognize the value of supporting law enforcement, readiness, and community safety. So as you know, we'll soon be demolishing the building behind me, and we'll be breaking ground with our construction later this year to develop a new health campus on this site. It'll provide innovative and compassionate care for our fast-growing communities here in South Denver. In addition, this campus will serve as an important hub to connect the communities across the state to provide excellent care from our team at CommonSpirit. As you know, we have hospitals in Denver, the north part of Denver, as well as Colorado Springs. So this will serve as a nice point of connection between those two geographies. For now, before the building comes down, we want to make the most of the existing space, and we're thankful that it provides an important opportunity for our partners with the Sheriff's Office. Both of our organizations are committed to the health and safety of our communities, and we look forward to a strong partnership for years to come. I'd like to introduce Battalion Chief J.P. Pichet, who will talk a little bit about what's going to happen here today.
Hi, my name is J.P. Pichet with South Metro Fire, and it's exciting to be here and to be at this facility with you guys today. What's really cool is our partnership that we have with the Douglas County Sheriffs, as well as CommonSpirit, taking patients to them every day. We actually have operators that are embedded into some of the teams with Douglas County, and they get to go in during emergencies. They're first and up front with all of the operators, and it's important to us in that partnership because we can render aid and provide safety for all of the operators if they get injured. We can also provide it to any civilians or citizens that are a part of that incident that get injured and be able to get them to the right help as quickly as possible. As you see behind me, we've got one of our new apparatus that came from a grant for us, and that's been a huge game changer because under care, under fire, or anything like that, we can get people in the back of that. We can start providing care. The back of it's almost set up like a medic unit, so we can do a lot of stuff back there, get them out, and it allows Douglas County and their teams to continue to make everything safe for the community as things transpire in events. So today's training is amazing because we get to do it somewhere different, somewhere where we don't see every day. So it's an important partnership for us within the community to have. And this is what we do to keep things going and to make sure everybody's safe.
Can you say what that unit is behind you?
We call it a MedCat. It's big and red, so we call it Clifford. It's been nicknamed Clifford the Big Red Dog. And it's set up no different than the Bearcat that's right next to it that the sheriffs have. So it has that armor, it has that protection, but the interior of it is set up like a medic unit. So we have cots back there. We have the ability to render anything that we need medically. Soon we'll have blood products back there. So we can get help and care to anybody that's injured very, very quickly. Whereas it's one of only, I think, 3 within the nation. We got it through a grant, so we were grateful for that. But it allows us to very quickly take care of people instead of having an ambulance sitting in the background and then that scene to get safe for that ambulance to come in to transport out. So it really ups our game, and it really ups the safety, like I said, of the sheriff's department as well as any citizen that's involved in anything.
Are there any other questions for anybody?
What is the Bearcat? Just to give you that quick time. Is it a SWAT thing or?
Yeah, the Bearcat is also an armored vehicle. There's a multitude of different things that we can do. Obviously, we can stack SWAT operators in there. We have munitions in there. We have the ability to breach buildings with that vehicle. We can what's called port from the vehicle, so it allows the operator to be in a place of security and still address a potential threat. And so it's a game changer for law enforcement. This Bearcat actually was shot at in Castle Rock within the first 6 months that we got it by a suspect with an AK-47 down in Castle Rock. So equipment like this saved lives.
You just said how this is really a great experience because it's somewhere different. Talk about just how great it is to have such a huge building to be able to train in like this.
It's an awesome opportunity. Our SWAT operators, our canines, they typically will train kind of in the same area, same buildings, things like that. So getting a change of scenery, not only for the operators to give them different problems to solve, but also for the dogs. The dogs can also benefit from being in a different place and doing their job as well. So this translates to us giving better service and keeping our community safe because of a higher level of training that we're able to provide for our staff.
Can you kind of briefly describe some of those scenarios you guys are running through today?
I will let you take that one.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Say your name.
Hi, I'm Ryan Wolf. I'm one of the team leaders for the Douglas County SWAT team. So prior to coming out here, the operators ran a scenario of basically like barricaded subjects inside the building who stated that they had overtaken an abandoned building, that they were going to engage any law enforcement that approached the building, and that they had among the suspects some that were experienced with explosives. So the potential for encountering explosive devices as our teams was moving through. So the scenario just kind of progressed into they were actually encountering devices that had been set up, so it allows us to work in with our EOD, including our SWAT, but also our EOD and bomb team to allow them to work on disarming devices and stuff like that. If injuries occur, we can work with the medics from South Metro so that they can treat in the field, and then we clear up. And it basically, the last scenario escalated into an active shooter type of situation where they had to move into where he was at after clearing up to where they were holding while we tried to work with our crisis negotiators to come to a resolution, and then it escalated, so they moved. So that was the original scenario. The next scenario that we're going to do is just a hostage scenario where we're going to have a known hostage location inside the building, so the team will just move and address that hostage situation inside the building. And then throughout the day, we can just change the scenarios into barricaded subjects where we take it a little bit slower type of clearances and stuff and just work it in. And so just reiterating what the sheriff said is we can utilize all of our teams and all of our equipment in a building like this when somebody allows us to come in and train, and we can actually cause damage and use SIMs, and we can use explosive breaches, without leaving somebody a bill for repair and stuff. So having access to this and being able to use all that stuff for our team is amazing.